What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and I'm here to give you your football fix. So we've got 4 more football fixes to do after this one. Teams have played 33 and 34 games throughout the Premier League season. If you're new here and you don't know what this is basically me just giving my Premier League overview of what's happened in this round. So I'm going to pop up the league table now for you all to see, and you can see what has happened in the Premier League this week. And we're going to go through each game in chronological order as the games happened. We're going to be reviewing and analysing what that means for all of the sides involved. So the first game of the weekend was Southampton versus Chelsea, where Southampton went 2-0 ahead, and Chelsea, within I think 10-15 minutes, ended up winning the match towards the end 3-2 after being 2-0 down. And it's absolutely fantastic for Chelsea. It keeps alive their top 4 hopes, particularly with Tottenham losing. For Southampton, they look a bit perilous now. 5 points behind. They've got a game in hand because they're in FA Cup action, so I'm going to be covering that on the football fix along with other fixtures that happened this weekend. So I'm going to merge 5 or 6 days into one football fix, so no one's missed out there. So Southampton, I think they're playing tonight, against Tottenham. I'm not too sure now. It might be tomorrow, actually, that one. But Southampton, it's a huge game, and they need to win. They need points. Huge game for them. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble. They need wins. They need points. Chelsea, like I said, closing in on the top 4 again, so Tottenham need to be wary there. Burnley faced Leicester in the match that was competing for that 7th place and could well be a European space next season. Burnley, they won 2-1 in a fantastic result for Leicester, which all but ends Leicester's hopes of European football. Burnley, though, they look like they're going to be secure in 7th, so they've just got to wait to see if Southampton end up losing in the FA Cup semi-final or final. If they get there, then 7th place will become a European place, and you'll think that Burnley will get there. So well done to Burnley if they do end up getting European football. European football on its way to Turf Moor. Who'd have thought it? Great effort by Sean Dyche and everyone involved at Burnley. Crystal Palace faced Brighton in an entertaining game where Crystal Palace ended up coming out on top. It gives them clear daylight, 6 points to play with. They've got 4 games left now. In my opinion, they need just one more win, so they've got 4 games in which to go and do that. Great win for Brighton. They're not safe yet. I don't think they're going to go down, though. I think they've got enough quality there. They was unlucky in this game, but they move on. They go to the next game. I think that Brighton, I'm not sure when they're playing. I've got Brighton and Southampton mixed up. They're all playing on either Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know who everyone's got. I can't remember. Poor on my behalf. I apologise. Huddersfield faced Watford in the next game, and Tom Ince popped up in the 90th minute to get a huge 3 points for Huddersfield, which sees them move on to 35 points, because the goal difference isn't that good. It's massive for them. 7 points clear now, and Huddersfield, they've got 4 games left, 7 points clear. They're going to fancy the chances of staying up. Like I said, all these teams down there, I'd say from Brighton downwards or 13th downwards, they all just need a win. And obviously the teams like Bournemouth, Watford, I think they just need a point. I personally feel like 38 points probably is enough to stay up in the Premier League this season, which means that Newcastle upwards are all safe. And the last game of the 3 o'clock kickoffs, Swansea faced Everton. It finished 1-1. For Everton, the season's just fading into nothing. They're going to be finishing mid-table, which for Everton fans, they're disappointed and they want a new manager. They want rid of Sam Allardyce. They don't like his style of football. They don't like him as a person either. And apparently, after PSV's manager who says that he's going to leave PSV, so we'll see what happens there. And for Swansea, well, it's a point-to-point. They're dogging for the lives. They're on 33 points. They're 5 points clear, 5 games to play. They're going to fancy the chances. Like I said, they're probably going to need 2 good results, so 2 wins out of 5. It is doable. Southampton, they're needing 3 or 4 wins. So it's all hotting up at the bottom of the Premier League. And it's very interesting at the bottom of the Premier League. And because it's very interesting at the bottom of the Premier League, the top of it isn't that interesting. Moves us nicely onto Liverpool and the 5:30 kickoff. They won 3-0 against Bournemouth. Bournemouth, like I said, I think they're safe. Liverpool, they're near enough cemented their top 4 place in Champions League football for next season. They can now go and concentrate on them 2 legs with Roma, which will be happening not in the week coming up, but the week after. So it's the 24th and 25th and the 1st and 2nd of May that we're concentrating on with the match against Roma. And Bournemouth, they're just needing a point, really. Do they care? I'm not too sure. Anyway, it moves us nicely on to the 7:45 kickoff. We had an evening kickoff in the Premier League, and Tottenham faced Manchester City. And like I said, Tottenham lost the game. It means that Tottenham now are 7 points clear of Chelsea. They've got 5 games to go. Chelsea, you'd think, need to win every single game, so they need 75 points, which means Tottenham need 8 from 5, which a couple of bad results in the next couple of games, and all of a sudden Chelsea, they're interested. So very interesting over the coming week. Obviously Chelsea and Tottenham are both in FA Cup action this weekend, so it kind of delays things there, but they've both got a good chance of getting to the FA Cup final, with Tottenham facing Manchester United and Chelsea facing Southampton. For Man City though, another 3 points. They've responded from the match against Manchester United, where they went 2-0 up and lost to win the Premier League, and gave them 3 points, which gave them a good stride towards the Premier League. And if you're looking at the table now, you'll already see that the 16 points clear, 5 to play. Manchester City are champions, but I'm going to cover that as soon as I get to Manchester United. First up, we had Newcastle against Arsenal. Arsenal, the season's filtering into nothing. Burnley now are 2 points behind them. Their season's literally on the Europa League, so yeah, they want to finish in the top 6. They're not going to want Burnley to finish over them, are they? The Arsenal fans, do you care? I would if I was Arsenal. But Newcastle now, they're safe. Fantastic win. They've got too much to do to go and catch Burnley up, so they'll be looking for a top 10 finish, which would be a very good season for Newcastle and Rafa Benitez. He's done a great job, hasn't he? Manchester United faced West Brom. Man United was so poor. They were fantastic second half against Man City. In this game, awful for all 90 minutes. And Jay Rodriguez popped in from a corner and managed to grab himself a goal and a huge 3 points for West Brom. Can they stay up? 9 points behind. The goal difference is not too far away, in my opinion. 6 goals, couple of losses for them, couple of wins, and all of a sudden the gap's there. Oh, man. West Brom, they need to win every single game. That's 36 points. That will make things very interesting. Like I said, these teams, they're all needing 3-4 points to avoid. But if the teams don't and they end up crumbling, very interesting. It gives West Brom something to go at, at least a bit of fighting spirit from them, and a fantastic result, and it hands Manchester City the title. So Man City, it's all a bit anticlimactic, I'm sure, for everyone, because they'd probably wanted to go and win it on their own terms. Instead, West Brom's handed it to Manchester City, but they've got the Premier League title. Man City more than deserving winners. Can they break the 95-point record? We'll have to see over the coming weeks, but allows Man City to go and rest a lot of their players now and go and prepare them for the World Cup for their national side, you'd imagine. And City looking for some records to break. They can break the goal scoring record, the goal difference record. They can get the most away wins, the most points. They could even break the 100-point barrier. I can guarantee that won't ever be beaten if they do that. So very interesting. City need 4 wins and a draw to get 100 points. 5 wins will take them to 102. Formidable, that, isn't it? And the last game, last night's match, Monday Night Football, West Ham faced Stoke. It finished 1-1. Joe Hart's error ended up giving Stoke the lead, and Stoke, like they was on course for a huge 3 points, which would send them on to 30 points, send them above Southampton, and send them only 3 points behind the teams above them out of the relegation zone. And instead, West Ham went and popped up, and Andy Carroll scored in the 90th minute to break Stoke Hearts. 5 points in it, 4 games to play. Stoke in huge trouble. They think that they're going to be needing probably 3 wins and a draw. That's a difficult ask. 1 more loss, could I say, arguably, that it might be over. We'll have to see. 37 points, the worst goal difference in the Premier League. I'm not too sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. West Ham keeping everything at bay. They're needing a win. That's all West Ham need. They've got 5 games to go and get them. So there you go, that's been the football fix. Oh, Manchester City are champions. Well done to Manchester City. West Brom are showing fighting spirit. The top 4 race might not be over just yet in that relegation zone. There's a gap appearing now between 18th and 17th. Can it be closed down on next week? So you'll have to tune into Football Fix and you'll be able to find out. But that's been the video, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. If you're going to dislike the video for whatever reason, I know my last video did really well in views, but a lot of people disliked it. I'd like you to leave in the comments why you've disliked it, because I'm not too sure why, so I'm left feeling like I don't know what I've done wrong. So it'd be nice to be given some feedback as to how you want it to improve or what you want to see if you are going to dislike it. Don't forget to leave your comments what you think of the Premier League and all of your thoughts in below, and I'll try and interact as best that I can with you. Don't forget to subscribe, notifications on daily football contented video, and I'll see you all again next week for the Football Fix. So it's been JSGC. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Really interesting, lots more football to come. Peace. Ciao for now.